Hey there guys, it's TheRamosOnline here, and in the background you'll be seeing just some highlights from my Nuzlocke stream that I did when the game's Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had just come out. So just ignore my fat lips moving. That isn't me talking, I'm actually talking right now. This is just a pre-recording. So anyway, you've probably guessed by the title of this video what this is going to be about. Pure speculation, and it's very early to be doing this, but I figured might as well do it sooner rather than later. And it is the rumors and speculation on the third, or I suppose the fifth game in the Generation 6 series. As you guys probably know, each generation they come out with the two main games, and then since Gen 3, I think it's been two main games, two remakes, and then a third game in the series. So, a lot of people have been wondering if we're going to get a Pokemon Z, a Pokemon X and Y2, or a Pokemon Delta Emerald, or something of the sort. There's actually a bit of evidence that we will get a third game in the X and Y series, and the ORAS series, in one. Now, if you don't understand what this means, let me just make it really blunt. Pokemon Z and Pokemon Delta Emerald will be the same game. I know that could be a little bit hard to believe, and chances are it's not going to happen that way. Pure speculation again. What I'm saying is being pulled out of my ass, but we do have some reason to maybe believe this will happen. The reasons I guess we could believe it might happen. The Hoenn and the Kalos region we know are very closely linked in lore. While Kalos was where Mega Evolution was honed into a skill used by trainers, it actually originated in the Hoenn region thanks to Mega Rayquaza, Mega evolving to save the people, basically. So there's a lot of ties between the two regions. There were many hints at a Hoenn remake in X and Y through all the people that were from Hoenn, all the mentions of the Hoenn region, and then a lot of these homages were paid back in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire in the mentioning of people like AZ coming to the Hoenn region. Now, a lot of this could just be attributed to its links to the Mega Evolution story, so it makes sense for these characters to come around. The fuel, if you guys don't know the backstory behind Seymourville, I won't spoil too much, just know that the basic idea was that they were trying to harness the power that AZ used to power the legendary weapon, and they were trying to harness it for reasons that weren't exactly the most noble, and Watson quickly realized, this is not good, I'm out, and he left the project. So, and obviously to do this they had to have AZ's plans, and AZ was the one who gave them the plans. Planted a tree in Sutopolis or something, so he had a lot of influence from the Hoenn region. Now, where the link between Z and Emerald perhaps being in the same game, well, first off, the legendaries. Xerneas and Kyogre can be viewed as like positive, I suppose, world beginning. Like without water, there can be no life. There can be life without ground, but without water, there is no life. And with Xerneas, it's obviously the element of life. Then we have the elements of destruction, which is Groudon and Yveltal. Yveltal is death, and Groudon, I suppose it creates the land, which does give more life for the land. But and then we have like the balance between them. I guess the analogy of life and death isn't rock solid, but you guys can kind of see where I'm coming from. And in the newest movie trailer, the Pokemon X and Y movie, keep that in mind, Pokemon X and Y movie 2015, it has Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, and Mega Rayquaza duking it out, I'm assuming in Hoenn, and then Hooper's giant hoop opens up. We know Hooper is a Kalos Dex Pokemon. It might not be a Kalos region Pokemon, but we know it's a Kalos Dex Pokemon, which is something to take into account. So, this movie is based in the X and Y series. The X and Y series is based in Kalos, yet we're going to have the ORAS legendaries making an appearance. So Ash isn't going to Hoenn. The Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, and Mega Rayquaza are going to going to the Kalos region. At least that's what we can assume they're doing. They're going to the Kalos region. So I mean, again, all speculation, but I've really got to be digging deep to try and get this sort of conclusion. But I mean, they've sown the seeds, and we're just waiting to see what sprouts. But we can make some good assumptions. Now, the things against this theory is that Hoenn and Kalos, I mean, Kalos wasn't the biggest region in the world, but Hoenn definitely is quite big. I'm not actually sure, based on like the game's size, if the Kalos region is smaller. It definitely felt smaller, but that could have been because of how linear the region was, where in Hoenn it wasn't as linear. We're going back and forth, and there's routes going in all kinds of different directions, and some of them don't even lead anywhere. They're just like, oh, go down this way if you want, there's more trainers to battle and more Pokemon to catch, but you don't have to go this way if you don't want to. So would it even be possible to have both regions in one cartridge, as well as all 721 Pokemon, I guess, 722, whatever. I think it's 721 if you include Volcanion. And as well as, I'm assuming, if they did this customization, we might be using the X and Y avatars if we get, you know, a Kalos Hoenn game, which might mean the return of customization if that is the case. I mean, return of customization, if you guys don't know, if you battle a friend who has X and Y and you have ORAS, they actually use their character's model in ORAS. So all of the Kalos customization options are already in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so I guess it could be possible, but would they be able to fit it all onto a cartridge? Another thing that goes against it is why? I mean, why would they have the Kalos and the Hoenn region in one game? They might be linked, but I mean, I guess Johto and Kanto, I keep mispronouncing, might have made a little bit of sense, because Johto was meant to be a direct sequel to Kanto, and you'd finish the Johto League and you'd be told, oh, there's the Kanto League, let's go there. But Kalos is based in, like, was meant to be France and Europe, while Hoenn is based in, like, Japan, and where Japan's meant to be. So why would these two regions just kind of be like, oh, hey, you finished this league, now go to that one? It could be that, I don't know, we visit only a limited portion of Hoenn, or maybe we visit a limited portion of Kalos. Or maybe this is complete BS, and we're not going to get a third game in the series. We're going to go straight to Gen 7, which is a possibility. There are some people out there who scoff at the idea of a Gen 7, saying, oh, Gen 6 is the last gen. I really don't understand. I mean, I remember when people were saying that after Gen 3, they were like, oh no, Ruby and Sapphire is the last game in the series, and then, you know, oh, Diamond and Pearl is the last game in the series. It happens every generation. But, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to give my thoughts on it, because I don't think anyone else has mentioned this theory. I don't think anyone else has posted a video about it. Kind of honestly came to it on my own, so I'm not even sure how solid of a theory it would be, really. I just thought it might have been worth mentioning. So, if you like the video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I think the first video from my Rated Battle Spot series will be uploaded on Monday. And if everything goes to plan, I don't have to delay any videos, it will be Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Those will be the days that the Rated Battle Spot series will be going up. Tuesday and Thursday, I'm not sure what I'll be doing those days, and the weekends may possibly be viewer battle weekends. Going back to what I used to do when I first got into Twitch streaming. Still thinking about it, so I've got to sort everything out. It's not easy. A lot of people have been saying, oh, hurry up with it. It's not that easy. Okay, it is that easy. I'm just lazy. But anyway, if you guys like the video, I've already told you what to do, and I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, before I forget, what is your idea on this theory? The fact that we could end up getting Hoenn and Kalos in one game, and they're linked by the legendaries or something, or linked together by Hooper, I guess. It could just be limited to the movie, or it could be a hint that the games will include this. Who knows? We really don't know just yet. Got a while to wait before we get any news, official news. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.